This is my disclaimer. This is going to be a hard video for me to make. First off, I want to say that this is my COVID journey and what happened to me. I can't speak for anybody else. There is so much of this virus that is unknown and so much that we as a whole are learning. But I felt it was important for me to get my story out into the world through my creative platform so that I can possibly educate or even just update. I may get emotional, and that's okay. I am trying to let go of negative vibes and improve in many aspects of my life, and this is just another step. I wrote out a lot of what I was going to say so that I do not miss any key points or say something the wrong way. I definitely do not want to offend anybody. I was going to go in a different direction with this video to keep everyone's attention and to make me feel less awkward, but this is a serious thing, and it needs to be treated as such. I don't mind being awkward and self-conscious since this could possibly help others, and I can't put this off anymore. I hope this video isn't too long, but I need to get it all out there. It all started November 5th, 2020. I woke up for work and coughed up blood. I hadn't felt sick, and I hadn't had a coughing fit or nothing like that. Just coughed and, of course, was worried since I have asthma. I headed up to the emergency room. At the hospital, they did x-rays, blood tests, and asked questions, but couldn't figure out what was wrong with me until they did a COVID test. Finding out you have COVID is not ideal, but the way I found it was emotionally scarring and unprofessional. I was in a curtained room, and I heard a loud conversation between my nurse and another. "Hey," insert nurse's name here, "guess who has COVID?" "No way," insert my name. My first and last name. They said my name and condition loud enough for everyone in the near vicinity to hear. It was so embarrassing. He came into my room and asked if I had heard. How could I not? Since I was embarrassed, I said no. Don't get me wrong, I have lots of respect for anyone in healthcare and all they do, but this was unacceptable. And I did notify Alberta Health Services, so it has been corrected since then. Next, I had to call everyone I had been around for the past 3 days so that they could go and get tested. It makes sense to do so, but adds more embarrassment. Imagine finding out that you have an STI and having to notify all your previous partners. It's just like that. I also had to call and cancel appointments and dates that I had set up. Then when I did, they all asked questions about it, and I didn't have the answers for a lot of them. When I was done notifying, I had people reach out to me that I hadn't told since they didn't need to know, or I felt at the time they didn't need to know. It was an invasion of privacy. Being a hot topic and with the low amount of cases in my town at the time, I understand the curiosity, but it's not their info to tell. I had others make assumptions about me and my symptoms, and then it would eventually get to people I know, and it wasn't even accurate. That prompted others to call me or my family and inform them about me. I was told that I would test positive for COVID for up to 90 days, even though I wouldn't be contagious anymore. I had to isolate for 10 days, and I was confined to my room and bathroom, basically the top floor of my house. If I left, I had to sanitize everything I touched so that no one in my household got it. For the first 2 days, I was alone. I couldn't see or touch my husband until we found out that he had it too. He was asymptomatic though, so it was a shock to hear that he was positive as well. By the third day, my symptoms were no sense of taste or smell, fatigue, constant chest pains, a stuffy nose, a rash on my chest. I wasn't hungry and my mental health was declining fast. For COVID, it was a mild case, but worse than any flu I've ever gotten. And for someone with asthma, the flu is worse enough. On a positive note, I had my family reach out to help, and we were able to order our groceries for delivery. It was also with a stroke of luck that our roommate never got it. I don't know how he didn't get it, but he didn't get it. I'm lucky that I was not hospitalized, but since then I've had nothing but problems with my health. Tingly fingertips and limbs, nerve pain in my fingers, legs and arms, fatigue, chest pains, dizziness, lack of hunger, lack of sleep. These symptoms come and go as they please and affect my daily life. My asthma has been very bad this winter due to how cold it's been, and that didn't help either. CNN posted an article stating that a third of people with mild COVID-19 still battle symptoms months later. I'll put it in the description below so you guys can read it as well, since doctors don't know much about it and when I went to my doctor about a lot of these symptoms, I was told I'm fat, maybe not in those words, but, you know, I'm overweight, they don't know what's wrong with me, it's probably in my head. And you know what, some of it might be, but if other people are having these problems too, like the article states, then, I mean, it can't be that crazy, right? I just wanted to share this with everyone, not only to educate, but to improve my mental health. If you have any questions or comments for me about it, about whatever, leave them below. Hit that like and subscribe, and tap that bell for future notifications. I post every Sunday. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope everybody stays safe, and I really hope that everyone respects the rules, wears a mask, all that stuff, because everybody has to do their little part not to spread it. Because even people with asymptomatic symptoms, like my husband, for example, he didn't know he had it. It wasn't until I got it, and then he had to go get tested, that he found out that he had it. How many people do you think in the world don't have any symptoms, but are spreading it around? Something to think about. I'll leave on that note, but like I said, if you guys have anything you want to ask me, any comments, concerns, leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer you back. So stay safe and think of others.